All right, everybody, welcome to Discovering Spain, Wildlife, Culture, and Travel Insights. I'm Mike, and I am so pumped for today's deep dive.
I'm Sarah, and I'm excited too.
We're heading to a city that is just bursting with history and charm.
Yeah.
Cádiz, Spain.
It's one of those places that has been on my travel list forever.
Yeah, mine too. And you know what?
But
I think a lot of people listening probably haven't even heard of it.
yeah, that's true. It's one of those kind of hidden gems.
But we've got some amazing source material all about Cádiz, and today we're going to uncover all the fascinating facts, helpful travel tips.
The captivating details that'll make you want to book a flight right away.
Like, seriously, folks, after this deep dive, you can be like, get me to Cádiz.
I know, I already am.
Okay, so first things first, Cádiz has this really intriguing nickname.
Uh-huh.
It's called La Tacita de Plata, which means the little silver cup.
Okay, so.
Cute, right?
Yeah, it is super cute.
But is that all it is? Is it just a cute name because Cádiz is this compact, charming city?
Right.
Or is there like a deeper story, a hidden meaning behind that nickname? I gotta know.
Well, it's kind of a nickname that's shrouded in a little bit of mystery, which makes it even more intriguing.
Uh-huh.
One theory is that it's linked to the way the sunlight hits the bay
Okay.
and creates this like silvery shimmering effect.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But then there's also the historical angle.
Okay.
You know, Cadiz was this super important port during Spain's golden age.
The 16th and 17th centuries, right?
Exactly, when ships were just like overflowing with silver from the Americas docking right there in Cadiz.
Wow.
So some people think the nickname is more about reflecting that era of just like mind-blowing wealth.
Okay, so maybe it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think so.
Which honestly, that's like the beauty of history, right?
Yeah, totally.
It's like this big puzzle with multiple solutions.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's say we're actually in Cádiz right now.
Yeah.
Where should we start our exploration?
Well, our sources recommend starting at the Puerta de Tierra.
The Puerta de Tierra. Okay.
Okay.
What is that? Tell me more.
So it's basically this historic gateway. It's like a threshold between the old part of the city and the new part.
Oh, interesting.
And architecturally, it's so cool because it's a real blend of influences. You can see like Moorish touches, Renaissance elements.
Oh, wow.
Even a little bit of Baroque.
So it's like it's telling the story of Cádiz right there.
Exactly.
Through its architecture.
Yeah, every layer tells a story.
That's awesome. Okay, so we walk through the Puerta de Tierra, and then we find ourselves in the Casco Antiguo,
Yes.
the old town. And I read that it's super walkable.
It is.
With all these narrow streets.
Yes, and hidden squares, think like charming little plazas and just, you know, kind of getting lost in those alleyways.
That's my kind of exploring.
It's really designed for that. Cadiz wasn't built for cars. It was built for people and horses and, you know, a slower pace of life.
Love that.
Which is what makes it so charming.
Okay, so we're strolling through the Casco Antiguo, and then our source mentions the Torre Tavira.
Oh, the Torre Tavira.
And, you know, I'm a sucker for a good panoramic view.
Mm.
Is it worth the climb?
Oh, it is so worth the climb. It's not just any lookout point.
What do you mean?
The Torre Tavira houses a camera obscura.
Well, what?
It's this really ingenious optical device that basically projects a live image of the city onto a screen inside the tower.
That is so cool.
So it's like you're getting this bird's eye view of the rooftops, the plazas, the bustling port, all of it.
Okay, hold on. Camera obscura. I am now officially intrigued. But before we go full-on tech geek here, we got to talk about the Cádiz Cathedral.
Yes, the cathedral is stunning.
I saw some pictures.
Yeah.
And that golden dome is like mesmerizing.
It really is.
So tell me, what's the story of the Cádiz Cathedral?
Well, architecturally, it's this beautiful mix of Baroque and neoclassical styles.
Okay.
But what's interesting is that the dome wasn't always golden.
Really?
Yeah, it was originally covered in white tiles.
Oh, wow.
Which is more typical of like traditional Andalusian architecture.
Interesting.
Then they switched to gold in the 18th century when Cadiz was like booming from all that transatlantic trade.
So another little nod to Spain's golden age.
Right.
Just like they were saying, hey, look at us. We're rich. We can cover our dome in gold.
Right.
Okay, but let's rewind a bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about Cadiz's ancient roots, because this city is old.
So old.
I mean, we're talking older than Rome.
Yeah.
So what can we learn from like the Roman theater and the ruins of Gadir?
Okay, so picture this, a city founded by the Phoenicians around 1100 BCE,
That's so long ago.
a major trading hub connecting the Mediterranean to the Atlantic.
Wow.
That was Gadir.
Okay.
And the ruins that are left are fragmentary,
Right.
but they give us these glimpses into how they lived, you know, their urban planning, their religious practices.
That's amazing.
And then the Roman theater, oh my goodness, it could seat over 20,000 people,
20,000 people?
making it one of the largest in the whole Roman Empire.
Wow, that's huge.
So you can just imagine how important Cadiz was even back then.
Mind blown. Okay, so we've got ancient civilizations, we've got Spanish colonial power. This city has seen it all.
It really has.
What about the Santa Catalina Castle and Plaza de España? They sound pretty impressive.
Oh, they are.
Tell me about them.
So the Santa Catalina Castle is a perfect example of Renaissance military architecture.
Okay.
It's strategically positioned right on the coast, to defend the city from any attacks from the sea.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then the Plaza de España, it's this grand public space with these elegant buildings all around it.
Oh, nice.
It was a focal point for celebrations for civic life. It's really a symbol of Cadiz's role in shaping Spanish history.
Okay, you're making me hungry just thinking about all this exploring.
Right.
What's the food scene like in Cadiz? What do we got to try?
Oh my gosh, you are in for a treat.
Okay.
Cadiz is a seafood lover's paradise.
Awesome.
The Central Market is a must visit.
Okay.
It is a feast for the senses.
I'm ready.
Think mountains of fresh fish, colorful fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
And you got to try the local specialties like tortillas de camarones.
Tacita de camarones.
Yeah, they're these crispy little shrimp fritters.
Oh, wow.
That will seriously blow your mind.
Okay, tortillas de camarones are now on my list.
They should be.
Okay, shrimp fritters and a view of the ocean. That's my happy place.
I feel that.
Speaking of which, what about the beaches in Cadiz? Where do we go to soak up that Mediterranean sunshine?
So the most iconic beach is La Caleta Beach.
Okay.
It's nestled in this little bay flanked by 2 fortresses.
Wow.
It's perfect for a sunset stroll, swimming, or just relaxing and taking in those Mediterranean vibes.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so we've explored ancient ruins, we've marveled at architectural gems, and we've tasted delicious food.
That's been a good day.
It has. Now, the big question, where do we stay?
Okay.
Our source mentions a few hotels,
Yeah.
but I'm curious to hear your personal recommendations.
Okay, well, it really depends on your travel style and your budget, of course.
Right.
If you're looking for modern luxury and those stunning sea views,
Uh-huh.
Hotel Montepuerto Tierra is a great option.
Okay.
If you want something more charming and boutique tucked away in the heart of the Casco Antiguo, Casa Patio del Penedero is just lovely.
I love boutique hotels.
Me too.
Okay, what about something super unique?
Okay, for a truly unique experience, check out Casa Palacio Cadiz.
Right.
It's this beautifully restored palace
Wow.
with a rooftop terrace that has panoramic city views.
All right, I am sold on that one. Casa Palacio Cádiz, here I come.
I know, right?
Great tips.
Yep.
And remember, everyone, we've got links to all of these places and more in the episode notes.
Right.
So don't forget to check those out. Before we wrap up, any final thoughts on Cadiz?
Cadiz is more than just a beautiful city. It's like this living, breathing testament to history.
Right.
A place where ancient civilizations and modern life just kind of collide in this really unique way.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well said. I am ready to book my flight right now.
Me too.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Cadiz.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep exploring.
See you next